Hi Capricorn. Welcome back to the revolution. Welcome to Pisces season. It seems like your video is late. It is not. There's nothing going on right now until today. Now we have Sun, Moon, Mercury in Pisces. We have a new moon. We have Uranus moving into Taurus. We have Aries in Taurus. And of course we have Capricorn and Saturn. So, what does it all mean? Well, that earth energy pours right into you, fills your cup. And what do you want to do with it? Make trouble. You want some spice. You're ready for some excitement. You and Sag. And Aquarius, actually. That whole, row of you guys is just wanting some fire, huh? Two of Swords. You don't know something you didn't know that you wanted to do or not do. I think there's something coming back here from November of last year. Something that you didn't think you could pull off. Something excuse me, that almost went the right way. And now you're like, should I? Ace of Pentacles. Especially if this is something that has to do with finances. You get another chance at it. You get another shot. Good job. Good job. Also, Ace of Pentacles there, things start to even out more in terms of finance. Not so much up and down. Now you're like, okay, this is pretty regular. I'm liking it. The Lovers and the Fool. Are you a fool for love? Really, March wants to know, Capricorn. Are you a fool for love? Will you walk towards love, or will you pick the Saturnian material things? Because the Lover's card is not Saturnian. The Lover's card is Mercury. The Lover's card is Gemini. It's mutable air. It's changeable. Can you, as a Capricorn, now focus yourself, your attention, your, dare I say, aggression or effort on something so ethereal? Doesn't it make more sense for a Capricorn to bank on something a lot more solid? And yet it is Pisces season and you have the fins of a fish, the tail of a fish. So you should be just fine in Pisces season. You should be doing swimmingly. But that goat within you wants to go even faster. It wants change. It wants, that Lover's card is there. It wants to now run towards love. Money's good, Ace of Wands, opportunities are getting better and better. But there's that Two of Swords right at the beginning, right? Something that you thought almost you had it. It was right there. Then what? Could have even been early December. Then what? I don't know. The Fool here tells me that it's you have to take a risk. You have to, and you want to. That's the funny thing. You want to go ahead and reassess everything. You're willing to have the talks again. You want clarity. You want change. You want newness. Queen of Swords. If you're dealing with an air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, they're coming up as very much trying to make their point, but they are still emotionally involved. Queen of Swords, not King of Swords, so they're still there. I don't think they feel like they're being heard either. Sometimes when we're really into someone or we're too close to something or we want something too much, it's when two microphones get too close to each other and there's feedback. There's so much intensity built up behind how much you really want to move to a more passionate state of life. There's so much passion there. There's so much of that Capricorn drive that you usually use for much more material things, Ace of Pentacles. That same drive, when you apply it to your love life, it's just you want change, you want movement, you want commitment, you want it now. You feel like you deserve it. You feel like you're on top of your game. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that love only happens when it's supposed to. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. However, if you remain receptive, your chances are incredible, Capricorn, of having that whatever you saw, you know, in your mind last November, whatever you saw that now you're like unsure, like, did I see that? What did I call that wrong? Like, did I misread that whole thing? No, I don't think you did. I just think that there was like that was the first pass, you know, there might have been a few passes, but now it's like the thing comes back around and it stays there. You know, Uranus now moves into Taurus for like 7 years. Ooh. It's time for all the stuff that's been moving around, you know, air can't be caught. It settles into something. Queen of Cups, it's about the heart. If you're dealing with a water sign, they're coming up as someone who wants to be really committed to you. And you know, they've got that 10 of Pentacles like dream still of like, you know, we could be so, and they're also coming from a very feminine energy of like, you know, I could make you so happy. I really want to take your feelings into account. I really care. And then that makes me wonder, is the 10 of Pentacles just a dream? Because if they've used this dream before with you, you know, if they've used this bait before, you may be like rolling your eyes at the camera, at the screen right now, like, no, I get it, but that doesn't mean they're not going to try, because remember, it is a retrograde, right? And they might try to approach you like somehow through work, like all the pentacles here, but also just because of where the retrograde is for you guys, like they might try to use work, money, connection, stuff like that, like as an excuse to talk to you. The water sign seems a little bit more clever than the air sign. The air sign is coming up as very, you know, their heart is on their sleeve. They're really, you know, they're really interested. But also I think that they feel like they're not being heard, and it's making them feel more and more harsh. That's the thing, like Geminis can go down such a, you know, negative spiral with people, because if you think we're being harsh, then we'll be harsh. And then if you think we're being really harsh, then we'll be even more harsh, because we're just trying to prove you right. You know, the way Libras handle is that if you think they're being a certain way, they'll just be so completely the opposite that you'll hate them for that. But they'll do it on purpose. You know, they'll antagonize you. The way Aquarians do it is if they feel like anyone in any way is trying to sway how they feel or what they should do, if they feel in any way influenced or pushed or hurried or, you know, suggested to, if someone even too strongly suggests something, they go into this really, really stubborn mode that's almost impossible to get them out of, where they just don't do anything and they'll just freeze like fixed air, and you're like, what, are you going to say anything, are you going to do anything? And they're there, but they're not there. Often something you'll hear about Aquarians. And then the Justice card. So very heavy on air energy. This is also about contracts. It's also about work. It's also about like certain contracts or certain work situations that you may want to take another look at and be like, you know, I should probably be getting paid more. It's a good time to do that. If you ask to get paid more now because you really do believe that you should earn more, you'll get it. It's a good time for that. Inshallah, you'll get it. So the Hierophant, the Tower, and the King of Cups. You know, that's Uranus moving into Taurus right there. Taurus and the Tower, that's Uranus moving into Taurus. You know where's Uranus? That lightning bolt right there, hitting the Tower. And what does it do to you? It brings this, what to me feels like a very Scorpio energy, but it could be, of course, Pisces, Cancer. This is also Pisces season, Uranus coming into Taurus. It's like electricity in the water. Oh my God, so easy to get shocked. No wonder you guys want to get out. But you can't get out, and you have to remember that you can't get out. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. Underneath that, 8 of Wands. I mean, when you want to get out, I mean, you really want to get out. And this may be out of something that you invested a lot into. Like, you may just be trying to get away from this water sign so you can move on with your life. It could be many things. This could also have to do with a Taurus and a water sign, you know, who are going through something where the Taurus, their lives are being changed. Also, Tauruses are going through a period where they may be having to switch homes. Their home situation is being questioned and moved around. So if you know a Taurus, if you know who's close to you, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just like hit them up and see if they're okay. That would be all right. About this water energy, we'll clarify with that 10 of Pentacles, because I don't know. It feels like there's so much going on, and it feels like there's so much potential to all of it. But somehow Capricorn is using their instincts to swim through to the thing that just really isn't working, the thing that needs to be tweaked, the thing that needs to be fixed, the thing that needs to be, that you should be paid more for, the person who needs to say what they want, this thing that needs to happen where you move on to the next phase of your life. Like, there are things right now that you're like, these are blocks and they're getting in the way. I am identifying them during this Pisces Mercury retrograde, and we are going to address them. And I don't think anyone's going to stand in your way, and I don't think they should. It, like I've said often, is completely ridiculous to stand in the way of a Capricorn. Why would you do that to yourself? All right, let's look at these cards. I love you. Let's see. You should listen to the Fountain podcast. My cousin Fatima has animated them. She has a company called Condomations, and it's really cool. She animated the episode called The Fountain, and it has to do with how to become more receptive, and perhaps that will help you. I'll link it below, and there will be a link to your extended below, and there's a scrolling merch shelf below, and there's a guided meditation for Pisces season that you can find on Vimeo. And since this is the last video of the bunch, after this, the video that will go up are little snippets of all the extendeds that are basically previews for Aries season, and I'll put that up as one video, and then all the PayPal links will be below if you want to use PayPal to watch the videos. A lot of people use Vimeo, but some people really like PayPal. So for the people who've been wondering, I'll do that next. It's a Mercury retrograde with lots of electricity in Earth during a very volatile, mutable water season. Yeah. There's electricity in the water. Keep your passions in check. I know you want to go all over the place right now, but keep your passions in check, lest you get electrocuted. Sure, say what you have to say. The Fool energy is there. I'm not denying it, but be careful. Don't be foolhardy. If you really feel something, cool, you feel it, go for it. But if you know in your gut that something is just anything, like my brother often knows before he goes out, like in the car, if like he's not going to be able to find parking, or if something, if there's going to be an accident on the road or something, like if you have like a gut feeling about a person or a situation or a contract or a work situation, like you can really trust your gut right now. If you have a gut feeling about something, don't go against it. No matter how off that may put you in like your, plan for what you wanted, don't go against it. Just really trust that gut instinct that you get when you first, hear about a situation or see somebody, that thing that you feel, go with that. That's all we can do in Pisces season anyway. So go with it. All right, let's look at them. Love you. See you in April. Hi, Capricorn. All right, let's take a look. 2 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Fool, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Do you see a pattern? I think you are ready for a bold move. It could be work related, but it's something you're really passionate about. This opportunity may take you by surprise. If you are dealing with a love situation, Here it is. There may also come some money with that situation. But the person you're dealing with is very strong, so you remember that now, that this person is an equal, especially if there's an air sign energy going on. Through this person, other offers can also be made. In some cases, this person, if you're already with this person and you're moving towards someone else, an offer can be made by them to let you out, to let you go. The Ten of Pentacles is really important right now. You're just focused on really grown-up things. And you're starting to feel it. You can feel it approaching. Now, in terms of work and business, I would say look back on what you've already been doing and see where you can tweak it. Use the retrograde, and also probably just take a look at your savings before this Uranus and Taurus energy gets really comfortable and starts shaking everybody's financial situation a little. If you are having the urge to get out of whatever situation, it got cut off, sorry. So if you're feeling like you need to move away, and move away very quickly from something that you invested a lot of time and money and years into, especially if this is with a pretty distant energy, someone, I don't know if it's someone you can really trust. All the tea in the extended. For now, I would say the third week of March, watch yourself. No need to get too mixy. Perhaps just keeping to yourself at the beginning of Aries season is the move. No matter how much passion you feel and how much you want to be brave and the cards are encouraging you, be careful with your words. Don't let your emotions overwhelm you. And remember at the end of the day what you want most. And work from there. Alright, Capricorn. I'll see you in just a minute in the extended. Love you.